Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex, and when we last left off, we were tasked by X-51 to rescue a hostage, and much in the tradition of Adam Jansen, it wasn't exactly the smoothest operation ever, was it now? No surprises there, my friends, I would think, and otherwise we also infiltrated Bob Page's secret submarine base in an attempt to steal some components from the Universal Constructor, and I would suppose that no one has a functioning, you see, in the entirety of the world right now thanks to our sabotage. Well, I'm not quite sure what we're going to find on the ocean floor because supposedly this facility is falling apart and also partially flooded. That would be an interesting adventure, wouldn't you think? Probably also pretty painful. And of course, we never found anything in terms of medboards or repair boards or anything in between here in this facility. So I'm not quite sure how difficult it will be. Probably pretty difficult. And of course, let me guess, we arrive back here and have to loop around the entirety of the facility to get to this bottom portion. Deep lift right, and Universal Constructor will be right here presumably, exactly right here and nowhere else. I just know it instinctively, right? Okay, so M1 is the military wing, well, lovely. Okay, well, M for military and S for scientific makes sense when you think about it. Some tunnel access and also some crew modules, I see. Great, okay, I really do believe we're starting back here and it's our ultimate destination. And then, now, on the return trip, there will be more people to fight, presumably. Oh boy, they really don't make it easy, do they though? So no vendors, no medboards, nothing else, so we just continue and see what we can do. Yeah, and welcome to the ocean floor of the coast of California. And there are obviously some dead bodies, that's not a good start. Yeah, of course they were telling us that the facility is falling apart. I think so at least, right? Okay, 2 bodies and the creature, you know what that means. They probably escaped confinement. Oh goody.
Look out the window to the northeast. The building with the green beacon is the crew module.
Uh-huh.
It should contain a lift that goes down to the manufacturing level. Careful, JC. The Ocean Lab's electrical systems are waterlogged and misfiring.
Misfiring, aha. I love the sound of that, sir.
And the transgenics have probably sprung their cages.
Yeah, evidently they have, right? Okay, let me take one guess as to where we need to be going. So, we are in A1, unsurprisingly. And there's the lift. And there's the Universal Constructor. So are you telling me we have to loop through the entire facility and then also return back here? That seems pretty likely, my friends, right, doesn't it? It's so transparent now, right? Really now, come on, maybe throw me a bone once in a while here game, like seriously. Okay, so let's just watch our step around here because we are beneath the, well, of course, the surface of the ocean. I'm not quite sure how deep, but deep enough to require submersibles and pretty sturdy windows, I would think. So, hello there, friend. 2 bullets for assault rifle, and they were also reading what exactly. I'm not quite sure who Ridley was. Okay, apparently the saboteur, and it wasn't our doing for a change. How amazing is that, huh? Okay, so computer virus, turrets are going haywire. Fantastic. Alright, at least this guy did have some personality thanks to the dog he keeps next to his body. Oh, isn't that nice? Yeah, it's one of those fucking Grisos, isn't it? Grisos, by the way, as a reminder, are completely overpowered in this version of the game, so hopefully we don't have to fight too many of them. That would be swell. And nothing back here, really, not even the key card. I guess it would be too easy, right? And do remember where we park, please, my friends, because we have to return all the way. Right? Indeed, we have to. Of course we do. Okay, so we are a terrible hacker, but maybe we can at least bypass some security systems. That would be swell. Okay, what's that? I'm not sure, but I will be making room for the EP grenade. Alright, it's still here on our return trip, presumably. Hopefully this thing will stay exactly where it is right now, because we're not the only one interested in escaping the facility, I would presume. Hello there, anyone home on this low frequency device, whatever it is? Some lockers maybe? Of course not. Why then? Then we keep the shotgun at the ready because it does work against these troopers and probably also against these animals, would you think? Maybe. No, I sure hope so. Some electric machinery humming away here someplace. Doesn't look too bad, but of course it's only one level of many here. Oh. What is that? I think there's a plasma rifle. Oh. What's the problem now? Oh, of course, we have been detected and combat music starts playing, I see. Okay, so one creature in this tank. Fantastic. Yeah, that's a problem when it comes to doing some genetic engineering back here, right? And manufacturing their own bioweapons. Once in a while they do escape confinement. And they're also a danger to the people responsible for the development. I think we rather keep these doors closed for now. So, oh, hello there, friend. I don't think these creatures have a ranged attack. I don't think so, at least. Okay, I guess we can try out the dart since this thing is moving right now. Right in the fucking ugly head. Isn't that lovely? Okay, and I see another scientist, of course. Okay, we can rapid fire these things, I'm hoping. Then we switch to the shotgun and run like a maniac. Oh, they can jump apparently. It's blurring. That would explain how I took some damage the other time. Can we maybe not get bitten here, JC? Okay, so it's hard to tell in this game if all the pilots do connect because the gunplay is pretty basic here, right, in the original Deus Ex. Never anything on these things anyhow. Okay, Prod Charger, VD. I don't think it works against these creatures anyhow. Would seem unlikely. No one on the telephone. Intercom, whatever. I think it could work, maybe. Yeah, right in the fucking ugly butt here, right? Oh, hello there. I will take... What? What was that? They blew up as well? What do you mean? Am I taking orders from Bob Page now, VD? Oh, camera. I guess it doesn't really care, right? VD? What now? I'm confused now. Apparently we are taking orders from Bob Page. Because he also wants to retrieve the UC components to complete the other one he has someplace. Yeah, very eager to shoot me, I see. Or at least to bite me. I think that should work, right? There we go. Okay, the other guy jumped out of the tank, I see. Or something like that. Okay, now we can at least access the body. I think. It's but it's finicky. Okay, MP grenade and... I guess ammo is precious, so we leave the other creature be for now. Even though it can jump out of here, can it not? I think it can. How many do we have? Not a whole lot, but these are not very useful, so... Then again, is an underwater section involved here? I'm not sure. Ah, whatever. There we go. Let's have some fun here, right? I think it's the best idea. So, stop worm, useless to us. MP grenade and data cube. I think it's another time we've read about this Mary Beth character. I don't remember when it was, but we did read about her. Okay, so everything is falling apart here. All the security systems are malfunctioning. Excellent, and someone is waiting for us at the UC lab, I see. Or potentially. Your command center, where is that? A4. Fantastic. So, military... Scientific and crew quarters make sense with the abbreviation, right? That's at least easy to navigate. 2 sealed doors. Okay, fantastic. I don't see a panel anywhere. Oh, there's one. Let's just see what we can make happen here. Just out of curiosity. I don't think so, right? Nope, of course not. And yeah, that's what I thought. We could rerun the upgrade this pretty shortly. Maybe. Alrighty then, so let's just take a careful peek through the door and see what we can indeed acquire here, if anything. By the sounds of it, the turret is still active. I mean, we did read the email, so... Indeed, it swings around immediately to shoot at me. Well, lovely. Can we move them? We couldn't, I think. But what happens if we blow this apart? I don't think it would take care of the turret or the bulkhead here, incidentally. Ideally, we don't want to cause any hull breaches, right? Wouldn't you think? Okay, so the turret has to be destroyed somehow. I don't think that's going to work, but... Alright, let's just find out. Okay. Impressive fireworks display, but little else was occurring back here. It's a very sturdy bulkhead, thankfully. Yeah, okay, we do have some EMP grenades, but I'd rather keep them in reserve, you know. How many rockets do we have? 12 rockets, and VDPs are 14. And the base damage is 50, which is insufficient to damage a turret, I believe. EMP grenades only disable them, so we'd have to shoot them with a rocket. Alright, we can try that. Maybe. I'm not an exactly good heavy weapons operator, so it's very easy to blow myself apart. Okay, hopefully it is down now. Indeed it is, thankfully. Took some damage to the torso though, unfortunately. Anybody else in here? Not right now. Okay, goody. That's the problem with being a baby hacker. Candy bar and a camera. It's completely harmless for the turrets, what can I guess. Static everywhere. No medbot inside, of course. Pretty impressive they can model the entire area wide. The entire map here, including the underground portions, presumably. There is one medkit and a secretary. Without any items whatsoever, unsurprisingly. Okay, goody. What's that here? Just the mount for the turret? No, it's a panel on the video on the ceiling. Why though? 80 damage threshold didn't blow up, really? Why now? I just don't get it, I'm sorry. At least we don't have too many guards to worry about because they're already dead, I see. For the most part. Which areas are flooded? Do we know? Can we tell from back here? Not really, but I can see some creatures waiting for us in crew quarters, I think. Whatever. Okay, so far away for them to start moving, I guess. But eventually we have to get over there. You know how it goes. So, can we hack in here at least? Thankfully so. Come on now, please. Ah, the insane guy I see. Okay, so the turret was malfunctioning before it started going haywire and shooting at people. Interesting. And I guess the other guy was a plan by the Illuminati. Like a sleeper agent, and then Everett told him to go crazy. Maybe, or he was just unhinged outright. I'm not gonna show you, frankly. See it, right? Ah, I guess that would be the control panel. Maybe. Could be, but for now we don't waste any multi-tools because it would require 2 or a rocket. And I think both of them are in very short supply as is customary. I think we should hear our torso in advance, you know, it's probably a good idea. Just to be on the safe side, and we also have a minus 15% accuracy penalty already. Okay, we're moving towards the science wing, I believe. Oh, goody. Really now? What's behind you anyway? Guess we will never find out for now. Yeah, and this is a fucking Griso. Oh, no way. So we need a key to get in here, I think, right? Don't we? Okay. I can't even take a pixie around the corner without this thing shooting me, because now we know how things work around here. I mean, I don't want to use all of my rockets here right away, but maybe I have to, because it's ridiculous. That's the problem with all the lines of sight being calculated dynamically, you know. I guess we don't have any other options, so we just have to hope for the best here. So I can at least take some aim, you know, we have to do this here, I think. Slowly, come on, come on, come on. Ah, whatever. Doesn't have to be precisely on target, but it's close enough, you know. And there goes our bio energy yet again. Oh, great. So 2 rockets down already. Will repeat as a reminder, doesn't work against these things because they're too hard for that. But they should work miracles on the Grisos at least. There's the key, of course, which we do need. Another panel, which does what exactly, I'm not sure. The turret does not have a blind spot unlike the camera, so we can't race in here and then fit it with the control panel. That's never going to work. 6 lockpicks, really? Yeah, of course. Fucking Grisos, man. Okay, and what's in here anyhow? Do we know? I think it's also part of the science wing, presumably, but it's less than stellar, well, mappy anyway. I would like to investigate the military compound to load up on ammo, you know, stuff like that. But I'm not sure the control panel even does anything about the locked door. Probably not, I would think. Grisos, by the way, they have a ranged attack. They also thrive in radioactivity. They can swim, they can fight, they can shoot, they can do all these things all at the same time. And they also have tons of health. They deal tons of damage. They poison me over time. It's completely and utterly ridiculous. They are completely overpowered, frankly. In particular in this version, I would assume. Yeah, but not just here, I would think. Okay, soy food, wow, great. 5 health points right here. Let's not leave it behind. I really hate them. They are a terrible addition to the game, frankly. Absolutely dreadful, frankly. Okay, anything else here? Medkit, sure, could be good. I think we just try to use some repeats on them. That could be a decent idea. These are explosive, I think, but we cannot move them. I mean, we can push them around. But this is going to take an eternity. Alright, I think the decision has been made. Give me the rocket launcher and give me the repeats. If this doesn't do the trick, I'm not quite sure what will. Of course, we cannot use the keychain at the same time. Doesn't work, of course. Okay, then. If I had some mines, I would place them right here, but we don't have any. Of course, EP mines don't do anything against Grisos. Of course, we can lock onto these things. That should make things a bit easier. Potentially. I want to shoot Grisos, not the corpses. Can we maybe confirm our target first? That's a Griso, yes, but we can maybe sneak up on it. But it seems doubtful, because we have like a large number of these things in here. Oh goody. Maybe create a kill zone for them. Kill multiple at the same time with one rocket. You know, that could be great. But I don't think that's going to work. I'm still wondering about that panel. Is it only connected to the turret? I'm not sure. How can we attract them without getting ourselves killed is also a question we should be asking ourselves. What do you think? Race inside there and then switch to the rocket launcher. I know it's a terrible idea. If only we could create a diversion these creatures actually care about. Fucking Grisos, man. Yeah, terrible. And I think I can also jump over these crates here, no problem. I do remember at least. And let me guess, the key to this door will be in here, probably. Oh, goody. Yeah, I really hate Grisos. They are terrible addition to this game. One is bad enough, never mind like 3 or 4 or 5 of them. No. You can't do anything else, right? Gas grenades supposedly don't work against them, I would figure. Well, it doesn't say. We would have to find out the hard way, which is a terrible idea usually. I don't want to use more than one rocket ideally if I can avoid it. What And how we're going to tackle this, we can't even see all of these fucking things back here. Are they two standing next to each other? I think they are, right? Or they were, at least. Okay, goodie. What? What did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you? What did I fucking tell you? This is ridiculous. Even if you try to prepare for them. The millipede was precisely on target, didn't do any damage whatsoever. And now we're poisoned yet again. For an eternity, presumably as well, right? Okay, goodie. So, we wasted one millipede rocket without any results whatsoever, even though the white phosphorus was spread all across the stupid thing. Of course it was. Okay, goodie. So, how bad is it? Pretty bad, I would figure. Okay, but for now we keep it in reserve, maybe. Okay, goodie. I really love these things. They are fantastic indeed. Yeah, I was right on target. I did see that. But no effect was to be had here. Of course it wasn't. This would have never worked. They were too far away, of course. Even then, they have a chitin exoskeleton. It's hardened and everything. And what happened to the body they were chewing on? I'm not sure. But the letter, unfortunately, does lead down. And there were also feeding some people to them. Looks the part at least. Okay, something is moving someplace. Okay, we survived. But it's not the last problem around here. And I don't see a key anywhere. What do you mean there's nothing interesting to read in there? Apparently so. Of course, we know that the hatches were opened on purpose to shut down this facility. But I don't think Mr. Everett would resort to these measures. Although we shouldn't be trusting the Illuminati, also we've heard. Why is the pistol ammo here? I'm not sure. Okay then, apparently for now it's the only way to go. What did they light? Do we go for a swim with Chrysos? The answer is we have to, I see, because the other door requires 6 lockpicks and the moment we have 3 of them. And there was infinite strength as well, wasn't it? So... oh, goodie. Okay, is it dead now? Yes, it is dead, but it's probably not the only thing around. Here's a buckshot. It can block against Chrysos, but only if there's some time to aim. That's what I figured. So, anybody else want a piece of the action? Thankfully not right now. Swimming is not exactly our forte, is it though? Infinite everything, and we don't have the code for that. For multi-tools, it's almost all of our multi-tools, so there are 2 dead ends already. Okay. Thankfully the motor isn't shorted out. Maybe the other area doesn't look so unappealing after all, wouldn't you think? So how are we going to do this? Because this thing is superior. We are certainly in terms of fighting abilities than I am in water. And I cannot shoot my shotgun if I'm in water. Or the rocket launcher for that matter. Yeah, this will never work. Maybe we can stand on top of this crate here and then shoot something. That could work maybe. Okay, infinite everything. We don't have the key for that, of course, I would figure. No, of course not. It's controlled by the keypad. Infinite everything. How are we going to do this, man? Okay, we have to go through here then, I think, and hope we can come up with a key someplace. Or at least a combination. We don't have any, right? Yeah, someone was heading to the Universal Constructor, but of course they didn't leave anything behind we could use. And Sharkman is for the other side of this facility. I cannot shoot underwater. I cannot sneak up on it, right? Or swimming. But maybe we have to, because else we're going to take this loot out and get shot in the back here. I'd rather be attacking than defending. Or the problem could solve itself, I guess. Because it snuck up on me. Okay, good here. So, I'm not an electrician. So this doesn't work, I think. Okay, one keypad or something like that. So let's just see what's in here. It's dark and we have more fucking greases, of course. Let me guess, we have to come through here. It's the only way to take, unless we can acquire the key somehow. Technically, we have 7 multi-tools, but it could just be a small area, a side area with a storage container or something like that. And this would never repay the 4 multi-tools we're going to spend for that. Nothing. Maybe we can take a look-see back here. We are, of course, in the science wing. Back here, I would presume. But we're also looping around all at the same time. So what is, vault observation? Did we see observation? I'm not sure. I think we're moving towards this area here someplace. I know it's hard to tell. Do you have a key here by chance? Okay, I don't think I can shoot for here. I hope not. There's 2 in here, right? I think. Let me see that again. These 2, right? Okay, now it's coming. Okay, switch quickly, JC. I think if it has a way to shoot, it will shoot. Otherwise, it would for melee attacks. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. Don't get poisoned again, that would be slow. Unfortunately, we are terrible swimmer, but it can work sometimes. Okay, I will take care of all of them because I have to. Evidently, get over here, you idiot. Okay, at least being bitten is better than being poisoned. I think there's another thing in here, right? Maybe? Maybe not. Yeah, of course. Yeah, my leg has been bitten a tiny bit, as you can tell. Okay, let's just rush it. Surprise! I see a data cube back here, which is a start. That body with a bioelectric cell, that's also good. 2 lockpicks, otherwise it's infinite everything, of course. And since that music is playing, there must be another grease on here, of course. Yeah, as a reminder, it doesn't matter if they're outside the water, inside the nuclear reactor, they're free from every environment because they have been engineered specifically for that. Okay, microscope and a data cube. Thankfully, we put this in our logbook here, so we don't have to play a double track. Unlike emails, for that matter. Oh, fantastic. Maybe they're fighting each other, could be. Okay, let's just see about that note we just found. Unfortunately, these details are not marked on the map specifically, so that's a problem. A dead body with 1 bullet, I believe. And this one is sealed, so we cannot fight. Wow, you would think that, right? Okay, so we're not going for here, then I see. Alright, so that was not optional, that's what I figured. Thankfully, crisis has been averted for the most part. But not entirely. 2 picks, huh? How many do we have right now? 3. Huh. If only our map was a bit more detailed, I would be able to make a better judgment call here, but of course I cannot know these things, since, as you can tell, it doesn't give us detailed information at all. Even though apparently it's the official map for people working in this area. I guess it's, one researcher isn't supposed to know everything, only certain parts. That's probably the keypad we were looking for, right? Wouldn't you think? Thankfully it does open. Into more resource, presumably, or something else. I'm not so sure. Okay, before we continue, what could be in here? Yeah, I love how the games are floating here. Can it be too large of a room, right? It's probably just a storage area back here. That's what I figured. So the military wing is completely sealed off. We're not getting in here. The other door was what exactly? I think we should double check here a brief. If we don't fall off the ladder like always. Yeah, this door, right? Also can only be a pretty small room because it leads directly into the command center. I would suppose it's actually a storage room as well. With some juicy supplies maybe. 6 lockpicks though. Otherwise it's infinite everything. So I cannot justify that. And this would probably override the turret, which is no longer worrisome, I think. So this would also be a waste of multitudes, I believe. Most likely. Too bad. Cannot be helped. And the other door was sealed shut completely, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. So we have to make do without some essential supplies, at least in theory. That's too bad. But it's the tragic of our JC, I guess. But even with maximum hacking skill, it would still require, I think, half the number of multi-tools or lockpicks respectively. At least the swimming portion has ended, I'm hoping. Yeah, thankfully.
Past the checkpoint is an excavation area where they were expanding the facility. Beyond that should be the crew module.
Alright, hopefully less creatures to worry about this time around. Goodie. I'm not quite sure this is doable. I guess I will quickly race over here and hope for the best. Okay, what is that data cube? I think it's just slightly too far away to reach. Maybe not. Ah, Ridley again. Yeah, that was the other guy we saw bleeding out, right? In the submersible area. Okay, this says bypass security. It doesn't say bypass the computer right here. Ocean Guard and Kraken, huh? I don't think it will work. Of course not. It's not the correct type of panel, of course. So, what is sparking anyway? What is that? You cannot tell me light fixture is that dangerous, but apparently it is in this case. I mean, in the last time we tried, we were able to silence the sparking with a push card in the way. I don't think there's anything we can move to except for the chair, presumably. Huh. Okay, I don't think that's what you needed to do, but okay. We try that. Unsurprisingly, a chair doesn't do what we needed to do, so... okay. Exactly what I thought would happen. Exactly what I thought would happen. Unsurprisingly. What? Really? How dare you? You probably have some excavation equipment in here because they said exactly that, you know? How many? Okay, once again confirmed as a completely overpowered enemy type in this game. And of course there are 4 of those fucking things in here and I cannot see them. Oh goody. Because my night vision is not here because I'm using natural eyesight right now because you guess what, we never have any energy to make anything happen in this game. Fantastic, I really love this. These are the greatest enemies in the game up to this point. They have no weaknesses whatsoever. Fantastic. Oh goody. They really don't. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so fantastic. And here, move your fucking slow ass, JC. We did pick up the data cube, at least I'm hoping. Yes, we did, okay. So, it's Krise of fighting time yet again. So, where are these goddamn idiots? What? Of course, yeah. Of course, there are like tens of these up in here. Okay, so my legs have been absolutely ruined here. And of course I'm also poisoned. Oh goody. Okay, they're on fire, but they aren't dead because, well, that's what I said, right? They're completely overpowered, but at least they finally do die eventually. If I don't die for the poison myself. Okay, fantastic. Goody, so Krise has been averted for now, except for my sanity, of course. And guess what? We never find anything on these people. So, combat music is still playing, so we have another Krise in here somewhere. Of course we do. Now, smaller one of those things. It's a slightly less worrisome. Only slightly. Okay, reload the rocket launcher, please. Okay, construction area. That must be the crew quarters then, or the crew module. Yeah, there goes our bio energy yet again, unsurprisingly. But all my fears have been confirmed. We have to loot for the entire facility and we have to fight these Krisos everywhere, essentially. That's horrible, frankly. It really is horrible. Alright, do we have some in the reserve? Yes, we have one in the reserve, so we can at least see something. Danger, high voltage, and an unmarked switch here. Sure, why not? 7 lockpicks? Sure. I guess we could activate this heavy machinery. Maybe. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, why do we even make metal floor noises back here? Looks like rock to me. Yes, high voltage. Pretty impressive back here, I have to say. What happens if we activate that switch? No idea whatsoever, but surely we're not getting through here right now. Is it even indicated on our map anyhow? I'm not so sure about this either. Okay, cool module. And where's the excavation area? Tunnel access, a tunnel checkpoint, excavation area. They also said the crew module is past and whatever, but this leads slightly down. I'm not seeing that looking for the doorway. No, that's the problem. I guess then we just start pressing random buttons. and see what happens. If anything. Oh. It electrifies that floor. Sure, why not? That seems safe. And the button is now stuck in the bottom position. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so it's auto-resetting itself. But it doesn't open the door, of course. Or activate the machinery for that matter. That's a bit strange. I'm sure hope there's another way to take, so we find out eventually, I'm sure. I mean, 7 lockpicks from one door. We don't even know what's behind there. That's just not very nice there. Oh, it's a big variety. Hopefully it doesn't hear me from this. Of course it does. Okay, but you can cut your butt open regardless, I see. That must be the observation area that we're talking about, I think. Probably. So we are only in this area right now. Really now? Come on. And we have to go through the door somehow, but then I guess. Maybe? I guess we'll learn eventually. There's a key at least. For the crew module access, which we could use over here, I guess. Maybe recall modification. I think recall on the rifle was pretty outlandish last time we used it. To the ceiling and then some. Yeah, still no one to talk to, unfortunately, so. Nice vista they have here, though. I would like that. Looks pretty nice. Hopefully outside most of them will still be around the next time we return here, because that's going to happen. And of course the key will only work on one specific door, and it will be the door over here, Mobile, because otherwise I don't see any way to proceed. Hope for the best. And thankfully it does work. I'm almost tempted to go back, but of course the key won't work on the other doors, as you would think. And finally it leads down. A very good atmosphere here, also in terms of the music. Also reminds me a little bit of Riddick. And the scarcity of supplies there really do add to the feel of dread. And hopelessness and despair. Also the tension overall. I dig that. All the pieces come together quite nicely. Pretty dark down there. Well, it isn't flooded. Since I didn't see a medbay indicated anywhere, hopefully they do have some medical supplies in the crew quarters. I mean, where else would it be? I'm not sure. Hopefully not too many Grisos. Or spider bots dropping from the ceiling, you know, stuff like that. It's a couple of health points, you know, it's something. Maybe the gas grenades could have been useful, but I don't think they actually work. They don't care about anything, not even radioactivity, so... yeah, whatever. Oh, we have your own ocean view. That's nice. Binoculars down here, but let's go with the window. Candy bar. Sure, why not? It's free bioenergy we didn't have before. Yeah, this is not a resort, is it though? It's a research facility on the ocean floor. Of course, they have to share their bunk beds. 4 lockpicks, but we could blast it open theoretically. Then also put a hole in this wall here, I guess. Maybe not, but I still cannot spare 4 lockpicks or rocket for that matter. It cannot be possibly that important. To be honest, I think this view is slightly better. And sometimes they do hide items underneath the bed, of course, and everyone needs their own skull for decoration. Yeah, of course we need that. It's essential. It's like a 3D printer before 3D printing was a thing, I guess. Of course, it's way more complex than that, but still. I think it's the same principle, or at least the same idea. To explain why we need our bio signature to calibrate the universal constructor, I guess. So they're mostly concerned about biomatter. So it's not like in 3D printer at all, so I do take it back, I'm sorry. Then again, the universal constructor wasn't really explained until this very point here, reading this book. No hand-holding in this title, of course. Yeah, voll pics, really. Okay. I suppose we could... No. I don't think the special damage would be enough to blow open both lockers. I don't think that's going to happen. If you put it squarely against the wall, would still not work, I think. Okay, so down it is for us, unfortunately so. Unfortunately so. Is it hostile or not just pointing in the correct direction? What's the deal here? I think it may be offline. That's at least something. And we're also not completely defenseless against these any longer, courtesy of the rocket launcher. So that's a start. It is moving, but it isn't reacting to my presence. 5 lockpicks again, really. Infinite everything. I don't think it's reacting to my presence, right? Nope, it isn't, so that's a bit strange. This is the part of group quarters, isn't it? Maybe it's the commander's office. Yeah, we claimed out the letter, didn't we? Or something like that. So oh. What? Okay, but I said the security systems are malfunctioning and also behaving unpredictably. And I guess we just found out why they wrote that. Sorry. But of course it's the first time we're playing through this game, so I guess. Was it close enough? Thankfully it was, because there's plenty of splash damage here on these rockets, but we cannot use too many of them, that's also a thing. Okay, cameras apparently do not work in concert with these turrets any longer. The turrets operate separately, that's worrisome. But now we have confirmation, although it was painful confirmation. We are desperate. Maybe it's time to go drunk anyway, given the situation. US situation worsens. Time progresses very slowly in this game. The entirety of the campaign takes place over a couple of days at most, you know. And mostly at night, unsurprisingly, because it's a cyberpunk game. Yeah, I wouldn't acknowledge his authority either, for that matter. It's an obvious power grab. I think what Simons needs is a bullet to the head right now. Although, I think every assassination attempt would fail anyway, because he is as heavily augmented as we are, if not more so. Unit Crew is firing at, of course, unarmed protesters. Of course it isn't. They're operating under the jurisdiction of Majestic 12. And apparently it's getting worse all around the globe here as well, because they're going for power grabs everywhere. 4 lockpicks, really. Okay, I sure hope there aren't any essential supplies in there, but I don't think it is the case usually. I don't think we have seen a single living being in the entirety of the facility now. Probably not. Except for Grisos and the other enemy type. bedside reading. Is it fine bedside reading? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it's okay. If I could ensure that one rocket blows up with 2 logs, I would maybe take this. But I cannot, right? And anything else I could inflict 50 damage with the first swing? Almost, but not quite. Because we should be putting a damage upgrade on here. Because we already have a maximum melee skill. And we have 49 keys right now, as it would seem. Interesting. If only I hadn't wasted our lamps on the robot outside, right? Because I was not aware that 2 lamps aren't enough to take out the robot. But it was desperate times, and there's the lift we were looking for. Okay, I'm not heading down there without healing my legs at least, or overall. I think it also works. We should heal our legs ever so slightly, indeed it does. If we lose one leg, we can still walk at least. Although at a slow pace, as you would think. So here goes nothing. At least it won't be flooded, I think. Ten magazines. Interesting, because we've been saving up assault rifle ammo for the entirety of the campaign. Essentially. Yeah, it's a pretty long trek for this corridor. They really love their invisible mines on the wall, don't they? So now we have to wait until the gas dissipates. At least I have pretty decent reflexes when it comes to reacting to that noise, right? Okay, goodie. But unsurprisingly, it is here, of course. Looks like about 100 meters, give or take. Something like that, yes. Okay. Unfortunately, every single time I try to use gas grenades against the enemies, they were completely ineffective. But I don't want to find out how effective they can be against me right now. They certainly do more than just knock me out. So, any other mines we are seeing here? Oh, apparently not. I'm scared though. The atmosphere is very tense. Oh, there's actually a loading screen in between. It's interesting. Okay, apparently there are some refugees in the UC lab. It's the spiders that are causing a problem. So spider bots in here, well, goodie. At least we have some MP grenades now. But usually they are lethal, very lethal indeed. I cannot quite make out what it is here. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Are we going to escort these refugees back to the submersible bay? Because that's not going to happen. I can say that much with some confidence. 4 lockpicks, huh? Otherwise it's infinite. We picked up 1 additional lockpick someplace. Or 7 multi-tools. Or we can blow it apart, which will deactivate the laser tripwire, which we don't have to worry about anyway. Because we can just walk right through here. Is it worthy of investigation? I'm not sure. We'll probably need on top here somewhere. I guess if this area looks terrible, then be it. Why not? I'm not sure which weapon would be suitable for the current location. Depends on how many spider bots are around. Are they also in the ventilation shafts? Because, well, we see the fan back here. Ah, I guess it just loops around so you can drop them from the ceiling. Something like that. At least the ventilation system is still working. That's something. Also watch out for additional mines here somewhere. The darkness. Yeah, there's something hostile in here. What is that? You can barely see it for the steam, if at all. It's probably a spider bot, right? Maybe. I think it's maximum magnification. And I still cannot see much here. But something was hostile to us. Around these parts. What was that door? Not sure. Then we'll get zapped to pieces, of course. Maybe equip the EMP grenades as a secondary. Just to be on the safe side. Yeah, what is that? Probably the body, right? Oh no, I see it. Looks like one of those fucking non-humans here. The good thing is dead already. Otherwise I would have been happy to oblige. Ah, Spider-Bot base, I think. I don't think EP might would work against them because they're too fast for that. You know how it goes. Since there were 4 bases, I would assume there are 4 Spider-Bots around still. Yeah, what is that noise? Unfortunately, the steam is too loud, so I can't hear these Spider-Bots if there are any. But I would think there are, right? Yeah, my targeting sensor tells me there's nothing back here, so the Spider-Bots must be in this room then, I think, together with the corpses. Maybe? I don't want to get shoot to pieces from the back here. Technically we're breaking in, don't we?
You see, AI and soon Helios will interface directly with my mind. I will be able to see anything, build anything, do anything. Just even further, Denton.
Maybe we shouldn't and instead put a bullet in our head. How about that, friend? Looks like a terrible idea here. Okay, something is sparking. That must be the remnants of that you see. Yeah, what about the area I saw here? I believe what's hostile to us? I'm not seeing anything right now. That's worrying because the Spider-Bots could be in the ceiling still. Or something like that. I'd rather not have that happen. We will defeat the security system, we said. Is it Universal Constructor? These all look slightly different though. So I'm not too sure here. I guess what happens, let me guess, right, we activate the security system or we trigger the alert and then the Spider-Bots will come out of their little cubby holes. That's probably the most likely scenario. Then again, EP might not do anything because they are only disabled them temporarily. I have to be here to take them out at the same time. And that's not going to happen. Otherwise, I could use a lamp maybe if I had one. That's the thing, I guess. We have a rocket launcher. We have EMP grenades. I thought they were talking about the small Spider-Bots, but they have even larger ones around. Oh, goody. Given that the smaller ones are an insta-kill for me, the larger one should be apart in like one zap, I think. Right? Oh, let me guess there's rockets. Haha, the EP grenade didn't do anything at all. Right? Okay. Good thing with the rocket launcher, otherwise we'll be dead already, and I guess the EMP grenade just flat out didn't work, so it makes us walk around with some rockets still. Okay, goody. What a nasty surprise, but maybe not. Oh, goody. Yeah, I think the EMP grenade just flat out missed or didn't disable this thing because it's too hardened. Take your pick, your friends. I wasn't around to absorb the effect here. Oh, NSN device. Radioactivity, my favorite. No new messages, at least not right now. Interesting. Okay, how many Spider-Bots will be in here? I'm not sure. Scram the grenade. Aha, it's a bit late for that. I know it cannot shoot itself, right? If there's no other target, it was to pick me, presumably. Let me guess, there was another one around still, just didn't see it. Okay, oh goody. We can get up here without this thing seeing me. I do it's a lift, right? Don't get squished, please, JC. Robots are nothing if not predictable. Yeah, it's not one of those massive things, right? Oh. So, that answers our question as to what happened in the hallway. Oh, another enemy type that is arguably completely overpowered here, right? I really love it. Of course, I wasn't switching to my shotgun fast enough, and even if I did, isn't loaded with the borons right now. Oh, what delight. Great, we should probably fix that. I'm sorry, I'm moving forward as carefully as humanly possible, and then they're putting these stupid enemy types in our faces here. Yeah, that's my heavy weapon skill right now anyway. Ideally, not having it shoot back would be good, right? But of course, now it's a bit too late for that. I don't think impregnates work against the larger thing anyway, so we're wasting our time with that. But there was another one of those massive things around. Also plenty of smaller friends as well. Okay, do we have another impregnate maybe by chance? So shotgun, sure, with buckshot it will be super effective. Yeah, of course, and the Zapper also drains all of my bio energy, which is hard to come by as it is right now. Okay, we're bashing our head against this, and sometimes it doesn't work as you can tell, but we're also in terrible shape once again. Good thing we have a couple of medkits remaining. So, hopefully there will be a medkit around here at some point, wouldn't you think? Okay, radioactivity. Or we play with robots. What's the deal here, friends? Not easy, right? Certainly not easy. Forget about using the assault rifle against these because we already fight that. It was completely and utterly ineffective. Because apparently the assault rifle in this game is not classified as armor piercing. Strange how it works. So, okay, how radioactive are we talking here? Super radioactive, I would think. That doesn't tell me, but I'd rather not find out right now. We don't have a hazmat suit, right? Actually, we do. But even with our abilities combined, the last time we tried to move through a radioactive area, it wasn't insta-kill regardless, even though we did have a 72 damage reduction combined. Just wanted to mention this again. They came out of here maybe by chance. At least some of them. Yeah, my energy is all gone, and I don't have any energy cells, so we have to make do without our augmentations once again. And of course, we are useless at this point already. What's the point of having augmentations if you cannot use them? That's probably also the question the game developers of Human Revolution asked themselves. How they could improve on the original release of the game. And I think they made the right decision by at least recharging a tiny bit of battery, you know? Instead of nothing whatsoever. And relying entirely on consumables, which are in short supply all the time. Of course, these robots have to be close together, otherwise I cannot affect them with the Scramder grenade. That's also a thing, right? It's friendly now, but will be friendly for much longer. And of course, it actually shoot at the other thing here. Wherever it was, because I don't know. So, that was a completely useless Scramble grenade, I see. Unsurprisingly. Okay, this was a mistake maybe, but there we go. Of course, there's a third one in here. Oh, this is sparking already. Can we maybe take it out before it fires back, JC? But does it take, man? Jesus Christ, okay. By the way, we have almost completely maxed out rifle skills, which do apply to the shotgun incidentally. And there goes our last magazine of the bow. Goody. Okay, we're using way too many supplies in this area, but it's not exactly easy, is it though? Another EP grenade. Of course, these have to be precisely on target because the area of effect is very small indeed. I would use the assault rifle, but it doesn't work against these robots. Because it's not armor piercing for whatever reason. At least not armor piercing enough, you know what I mean. That area makes me paranoid, hence all the quick saving. I'm sorry. Oh, alarm. Oh, great. What's the base damage on that thing as a reminder? Because I don't remember. It's 200 with our training, actually 240. So it should destroy most of the objects in the game that are actually destructible. That's nice. Of course, all these bulkheads we saw on the other side here past the lift were all marked as indestructible, so there's no point to that anyway. But I think there's another one in here, because I can hear it. Maybe not. I think there's at least one additional spider bot in here. Yeah, sometimes they blow up and sometimes they don't. What's the pattern here? Seems to be mostly random. Looks like a virus canister. Yeah, 2 virus canisters indeed. I'm not quite sure where we are going. It's just storage here, in which case that's not the way to go. So there would have been a complete waste of materials then, really. We ventured inside here to bump into some nanovirus containers and a couple of minor items, and that's all we did here. When it comes to disabling all these robots, the painful and really now. The alarm is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's hardly worth expanding all these yeah, shells here and whatnot. Okay, so maybe the TNT crate could be used for downstairs someplace. Maybe it will be. Put it on the lift, but I'll actually blow it up, you know, that would be great. Yeah, see? What's the pattern here? I just don't see the pattern. No way, I'm sorry. That's just absolutely stupid here. Can we push it in there maybe? What? What's the pattern here? We sent it down over there and did nothing. Okay, apparently we're stuck now in this position. How does it make sense? Because it rotates slightly, which I cannot control, by the way. I cannot control that. Okay, there we go. Set it down squarely. And then it doesn't blow up, I see. Okay, I just don't see the pattern here. I'm sorry. It's completely random. Why does it keep blowing up randomly? I just don't understand it. I'm sorry. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, radioactivity will be the same layout just with radioactivity, so how about no? So more spider bots in here maybe by chance, I'm not sure. All the pods are open of course now. At least no more creasers. Maybe we have to go for radioactive detour. That could be the case. I would suppose this water is radioactive, but there's one of those agent types who didn't blow up by chance. Interesting. Is there even any purpose of getting over here? I'm not sure. I don't think this will be close enough to retrieve the body anyhow. Maybe if there was a crater in here that didn't blow up, then maybe we could go for a swim. If we're very desperate, I prefer on the hazmat suit. I don't think it will give us what we need here anyhow. No power, or what is the problem here? Oh, it does actually move, thankfully. At least no nasty visitors at this point in time. That's at least something. And there's some pantry for a change. Imagine that. That's a rare thing for these scenarios here in these facilities. Yeah, okay. Can I get this body without poisoning myself or electrocuting myself for that matter? I guess it doesn't spark all the way over here. Yeah, and unsurprisingly, it's both electrified and radioactive. Oh, we knew already, didn't we? Instinctively so. Sometimes I should just listen to my gut feeling, you know. I really should. So we still aren't at the UC then, I see. So what about the cameras and the turrets that we're talking about? Because I cannot see them. Alert is blasting away. What is the lights are? Goody. Fantastic. We have a medicine for that, I'm hoping. So gunplay in this game sometimes is just plain terrible, frankly. And I think we also had the same problem in Jagged Alliance 2, didn't we? Yeah, with the rocket launchers and collision detection, incidentally. The exact same problem. It's nothing short of bullshit, frankly. So, okay, we do have at least one turret on each side, don't we? Of course we do. So, how are we going to tackle this? Because over here, I do believe there's a security panel. Yeah, Ocean Guard and Kraken. I guess you could try that. And then run completely out in the process, unsurprisingly. Okay. So Ocean Guard and Kraken it was. Oh. Unsurprisingly, it's the wrong credentials and about hacking. What's that problem? It's Master. So, yeah, we either bypass these turrets or we hop down there to hope for the best. Of course, the turrets have already locked onto me, so if I peek out of cover, they will shoot me immediately. Right, don't they? I guess, what else can we do? Try to use the rocket launcher. We only have 5 rockets remaining, and 50 is not good enough. I'm not a heavy weapons operator, evidently. Let's just jump down here and see what we can do. I think it may be the better idea, but of course we cannot, right? Because we need to extend the bridge, and to extend the bridge we have to destroy the turrets, right? Don't we? I would think at least, right? Of course, no bioenergy, so, I mean, there must be apparently some place that overrides these things, right? I guess with our leg augmentation, if we had it, we could maybe jump over there with a leaping jump. A fucking drawbridge, right? Okay, so we do have some rockets and we have to use them because I don't think Epigonites work against hardened turrets. I guess we could try that. We need a clean shot on these turrets, of course. Oh, there's a panel back here. At least a computer of some type. I guess that we only worry about this turret for now. Maybe. Okay, so we can get lock on turrets only enemies. Like organics or mechanical, but not turrets. So I don't think there's any difference. So we would need to be a little bit closer then, I guess. We'll just hope for the best. Because it has to be right in that hole, I think, right? Oh, thankfully it did work. That's a start. Of course, they move like a slug. I remember now. Okay, I don't think it can shoot us from all the way back here, but we don't know with absolute certainty. Okay, that body with a medkit and a pod charger. That must be the computer. Stop from. Okay. I don't see a security panel we can actually interact with, so what gives, I guess. It's above our pay grade. Goody. Nothing up here. So how are we extending the bridge then? With the security panel? I hope there will be some information snippets to be had here someplace. Maybe it's on the other side after all, on one of those buddies. There's the security guard. Oh great. Anyone on the intercom by chance? Nope. No power, I think. Oh, goody then. So we have to play with the other turret then by the looks of it. Oh, it's going to be easy, I'm sure. Okay, so as we just discovered, EMP grenades don't work, and apparently splash damage also doesn't work because the turret has been retracted into this little foxhole over here. Goody, 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 goody. So we have to be right in this fucking thing's face to actually ensure any hit probability whatsoever. What a delight here, getting shot up in the process because we have no bio-energy to spend because there's never any bio-energy in this fucking game here to go around. Okay, EMP grenades don't work, so we don't waste our time with that. The alarm as a grenade would have the same result, I think. Only direct damage. I think it was on target finally, but I'm in terrible shape now, courtesy of these turrets here, which of course was entirely by design. Oh great. I'm sure hope there is something of use on these people, like extending the drawbridge maybe. Okay, we can stack them thankfully. I think it's just debris, right? Yeah, I don't have any energy, so it gives, I guess. Ah, that could fix the problem. Yeah, not easy time in this game here, right? But what else can I do? Very little is the answer. But it still doesn't solve the problem with the security panel. Yeah, you can attack in there, that's the thing. Okay, do you have anything of use? Nothing really. Nothing. Let me guess we have to take a detour into the radioactivity. But if something controls the drawbridge, it would probably be that security panel over there. But we cannot find out because we have no password. Or we do have a password, but it doesn't work. Right? I didn't mistype that. Alright then friends, so I spent about half an hour trying to find the stupid key combination for the panel upstairs, and it's not in the radioactive room because it only contains a misery, pain and some supply crates. It's not in the tunnels with the ventilation shafts because the only thing that's upstairs is pain, misery and some grezos. And it's also not in the crew quarters because the only thing in these lockers is a couple of bullets, maybe some darts, you know, things of that nature, some general supplies. And what we have to do apparently is to look at the body, see it floating in the water. Then we turn around, we look at the body again, floating in the water. Somehow, and then we look down very closely. Very closely indeed, and if you follow my cross here, or maybe not, JC, if you were to oblige you, thank you very much. You will be seeing a data cube in the water. It's a very tiny item, and that's the same color as the background incidentally. Yeah, that is though. That's the data cube we're interested in. This is how we're supposed to retrieve the key combination for that area. Isn't that lovely, right? Okay, so if we throw on the hazmat suit, it doesn't actually do anything about electricity despite stating as much here. Okay, go for the best. 10% absorption, so the hazmat suit doesn't work in here, I see. Yeah, that's the thing we're interested in. We read it later, presumably in this case an augmentation canister, which we should probably grab as well, shouldn't we? I guess we have other uses for binoculars eventually. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then we can decide what we want to upgrade here, a brief, if anything. Probably the energy shield, right? Because it gives us a 10% reduction right now. That could be a good idea. Probably. I would agree with that. It's also passive ability, thankfully. Yeah, okay, let's get out of here. Before we die again. Come on. It's not even a guarantee we can get out of here, as you can tell. So much for that, right? So, that's how we're going to acquire the key, presumably. Even though I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to figure this out, because it's practically invisible back here. Okay, so let's just see the notes before we call it quits for this recording session. Yeah, evidently they have. Hopefully, right? And there's that Mary Beth character again. What's the problem? Oh, apparently I was carrying nothing in my hands. Must be a bug here, frankly. Okay, there we go. So, it's goodbye for the binoculars once again, but I cannot justify diving again here just for a pair of binoculars. It's not that important. Auto credits are very useful. So now we should have the ability to override the security lockdown, I'm hoping. So playing around with all these tools was completely optional and useless because there's nothing on this computer, really. I mean, come on now. Okay, Majestic 12 in Skywalker. And there we have it. And cameras are indeed malfunctioning because they're not reacting to my presence. There we go. Voila, it can be done after all. Yeah, but I do believe we leave the rest for next recording session because it was a very frustrating way of just getting to this point, you know. But I really wanted to take care of the Universal Constructor, but I do believe we have to backtrack across the entire facility to get back to our submersible. So this will have to wait for later, unfortunately so. But otherwise, I thank you for watching as usual, and I hope to see you next time.